Let's look at the Portfolio Backtesting section in one Exalgo. Portfolio backtesting is used to see the collective effectiveness of the robots. Go to Tools Portfolio Backtesting. We see that robots have already been added, either after advanced optimization or after manual addition. If you need to add a new robot, click plus, select Strategy, Symbol, Timeframe, and select everything that interests you for trading. These settings that we make are similar to those made in robots. We also configure the time frame and click Apply for all other tabs. Next, we turn on those robots that will be backtested together using this switch. Then we click the Start button, and the system conducts backtesting. The speed depends on the depth of the data and the selected time frame. Each robot is configured either for a specific tool or for the same one. If these are different instruments, at least their dates must coincide in order for us to see the overall equity curve. After the backtesting is finished, we will see the final statistics for all these robots in the Statistics section. In the Trades section, trades will be shown in order of priority for each strategy and for each instrument. The fourth column in the table is the strategy that was used. Everywhere, we used the same tool and the number of the robot that performed the input. In the fifth column, there is a list of robots that have performed any operations. Here we see a robot number from the list and the name you gave it. In the next tab, you can study how the total return on all robots evolved. If in the same period one robot traded and the other didn't, we won't see that on the chart. Equity and drawdown are also reflected here. There is one more great tool called correlation equity. It lets us see how much the equity of one strategy depends on another. Here we see the numbering of robots and their yield curves compared to the yield curves of other robots. Accordingly, if the correlation is positive, equal to 1, then the movement of the yield curve repeats the movement of the curve of the robot that it intersects with in this cell. For the values that are less than 1, the less the value, the less the yield curve coincides. If the correlation is negative, minus or minus infinity, it means that either there is no data, or there is data on one curve, and there is no data on the other. Therefore, such values are not taken into account. For example, if we entered long according to one strategy, and the same robot entered short according to another, then the yield curves may diverge. That is, we earn on one yield curve, we lose on the other. Accordingly, the yield curve has a different correlation, one goes up, the other goes down. If they coincide, then they are moving in the same direction. Considering this data, here you can build a portfolio based on these correlation tables. You can evaluate the correlation yourself or use our scripts. Just like in advanced optimization, the scripts can generate reporting files for you and recommend a set of robots to use in trading. The path where these reports will be saved is also specified. Let's look at the scripts that are available: Portfolio Stat 1x and Portfolio Builder 1x. Portfolio Stat is designed for manual portfolio evaluation. The average value of the correlation according to the profitability chart and the main statistics indicators are entered in the report. The volatility according to the range of the yield chart is calculated and entered into the table. Based on the volatility indicators, we calculate the weighting factor and the specific volume of entry for each element of the portfolio. We open the created file. Statistical indicators based on the test results of each robot in the portfolio include the average correlation coefficient for each element of the portfolio, a yield chart for each robot in the portfolio, a table of weighting factors for the distribution of the working volume in the portfolio. These indicators consider the volatility of profitability for each element in the portfolio. Portfolio Builder is designed for portfolio formation. The algorithm forms a portfolio from a set of robots. The robots are grouped into a portfolio according to the following conditions: The average correlation of the robot in the portfolio is not more than 0.5 and the number of robots in the portfolio is not less than 3. Let's open the created file. Now we see a list of generated portfolios and those robots that are not included in the portfolios. In our case, 3 portfolios have been created. We hope you found this information valuable and wish you successful trading with 1xAlgo. See you in the other videos.